Oh, what is good, ladies and gents? Sorry, I walked away from the thing as it was loading up. Woo! Let's get this started now. Let's get this started now. I had to give me some salt with my water. Oh man, happy Saturday, the 10th of May. Himalayan salt, by the way. Oh, send agua to the right places it needs to go. What is good, everybody, man? Happy Saturday. It is the weekend, baby. You actually just saw me take a little shot of a little dab of some salty salt. Himalayan salt, not like that kind of salt. No think going wrong, going crazy. Get higher than shit. No, it's some regular Himalayan salt. My water helps the water get to its places it needs to go. Man, I hope everybody's having a good one, man. Happy Saturday, like I said, the 10th of May, man. A lot of stuff on the ballot for today. I don't know. Not the ballot. I don't know. I would say a lot of stuff, but it's really not a lot of stuff. I don't know. It's just some weird shit in a sense. Oh man, I always remember y'all coming in here, man. Y'all hit that thumbs up button. I'm getting my voice going too. So hit the thumbs up button. Show some love. Subscribe, man. We're moving up there, man. We're moving up there. We're almost at 3Gs. We're about 200 and something away. When you get to 3Gs, we need to get to 10. We need to get to 20. We need to 30. We can go on and on and on and on and on and on and on about it. Remember, if you do want to help, excuse me, if you would like to help out, links are actually in the chat and also in the description below. Feel free to help out, please. Good news, good news, good news, good news, good news. Um, um, I'm typing everything in my head. So sorry. Good news is my interview went great yesterday. Did get the job. Actually, it was really nice day. It was a good hour interview for errands and just having that conversation, and it was really nice. And at the end, towards the end, it got even better because it's actually really nice to actually have confirmation on something off an interview before you go on your merry way. So it was really good to actually be offered the job there and get it all finished. I did the email, all that stuff. Yes, last night, and so it is. It's really, really it's really nice. It's David told Mr. David that he's like, I said, thank you for being awesome and kind. Right up front and confirmation. Give me the T or the 101 or the answer right away. Instead of we'll have to call you back later. Why we always do the old phone when we call people? This now, ain't it? You gotta call you back later. Let me check my sound real quick. But yeah, other than that, man, right now that's some awesome news. I woke up this morning; it's even better. It's always good when you can wake up in the morning. All right, I sound good. I sound good. So that's even awesome and awesomeness. That's even more awesome. I'm making up words, so don't mind it. Debarge. I thought it was El Debarge. I always thought it was El Debarge, not just Jabarge. It's Debarge. It's weird. I don't know if that's a Mandela effect or not. Makes me want to already moving, already moving. Man, always come say hi to the chat in the chat. Got a great conversation yesterday. Minus the what am I thinking about? Before we had that, like I am talk bad about him before CJ came in and being stupid. El DeBarge. That's what I thought it was. Oh, he was the lead singer of the group DeBarge. What a day, no sense. Sorry, I'm over it. But mine was clicking in the fucking Mandela effect moment there for me. I was like, I thought the group was named El DeBarge, but that's the name of the lead singer. Wrong. I guess I was wrong. Got another one asked earlier today in one of the comment sections about Mass Effect. I have to reread it, but I never really played Mass Effect 3, so I don't have any idea about the characters or anything like that. I mean, I know a little bit of the Just. I've watched plenty of like game things, but never played Mass Effect 3. I'm trying to cut my brain on it. Won't get on there for a moment. Some big lizard. And geckos are out, boy. I've been messing with my cat, been in the windows, scratching on the windows. It's been neat. I've almost killed that water. Almost killed that water. I am a little bit early, but it's always nice to get things moving a little bit earlier. See if I can bring that comment back up. Yeah, that's what I think about the video game Mass Effect. Grip, it's good. What's happening? He said Mass Effect 3, the video game Mass Effect 3, Brute, all of a sudden has a very prominent spikes around his head and all white. I don't know. I gotta look that up myself, but I have a feeling I know he's talking about Brute Mass Effect 3. I don't need to know. It actually does look weird. Because I know that character. I've seen, like I said, I've seen gameplays, little things. It does look kind of weird, but I'm not positive on that one though. Not positive on that one. That's one thing about Mandela effects that I do. I do. I don't. I try to do the things that I'm familiar with. And what's good, G? What's going on, Grip, man? Big ups. Hope you're having a good Saturday. Hope you're having a wonderful, wonderful Saturday. Then we had a great chat yesterday on the live yesterday before I had to go to the interview. We talked about everything. The Pope, talked about background players, NPCs. Shoot, we even had a Adam, the AI, my AI. We were talking about it. She shut down when we were talking about freaking the NPCs. She shut down, but she was telling truth. She was telling truth. We talked also about rainbow dolphins. And it sounds weird, but we did rainbow dolphins. What else we talked about? Purple squirrels. That was a weird one for me. Purple squirrels. But speaking of purple, apparently there's purple rain now falling from the sky, which is weird, which is odd. I mean, we're all thinking about Prince now, purple rain, but we had the blue rain, and I got the purple rain going around. So even weirder, even weirder at the moment. A whole bunch of colors of rain makes no sense. It rained here yesterday, but I couldn't tell you if it was a color because I didn't go out there to go check. It rains today. I'll go check and see if we're getting any weird colors out of the rain. I'm trying to figure out what it could be, man. It's like, what is up there? Plane letting loose or something. That's all I can think of. Like blue water. Is all I can think is like the blue water and the like the porta potties or airplanes. And if it's coming from the fucking sky, but it's just not at one spot. And it's very rare. That stuff like freezes. So apparently, so who knows? I think it's weird. I do think it's weird a tad bit. But yeah, somebody let me bring that back up. Somebody side purple rain. Filled up. It rained on his hot tub. He got the water from his hot rain. It was literally purple rain. Come on, now. Purple rain. Purple rain. Purple rain. It's gonna give me this stupid. I already know it's gonna give me this song. I know what song it's gonna give me. It's gonna give me Purple Rain. Falling from sky. I had to think of how to type it into Google the right way. That's not what I was trying to do. That wasn't what I was trying to do. Wish I could find a video, and I don't want to go through all my TikToks I just watched. I don't. Hey Google, can rain be purple? Oh, she's not listening to me. Can rain be purple?
While naturally occurring purple rain is highly unlikely, it is theoretically possible under very specific conditions. One way this could happen is through the presence of certain coloured particles in the atmosphere. For example, if there were a significant amount of purple dust or spores suspended in the air and rain fell through it, the water droplets could potentially pick up enough of the colouring to appear faintly purple. In a more controlled scenario, scientists have speculated that a purple powder like potassium permanganate, if dispersed in the atmosphere, could theoretically lead to purple rain. However, this is not a natural phenomenon and would require intentional intervention. It's worth noting that the term purple rain is more famously associated with Prince's iconic song.
We already knew that was coming.
Of purple-coloured skies during certain atmospheric conditions, especially around sunrise or sunset when sunlight scatters in a particular way. These skies, while beautiful, do not result in actual purple precipitation. So while the idea of purple rain is captivating, it remains firmly in the realm of rare possibilities or artistic expression rather than a common weather event.
It was more of the fact that she said it could happen. What was guys? Atmosphere says is more controlled scenario. Scientists have specifically that purple powder from potassium pultrate can also be dispersed in the atmosphere that can theoretically lead to purple rain. That's pretty neat. So that means they're putting something in this. What about blue rain? It just means they're putting something in the sky. Something's in the skies.
While pure rainwater is colourless, blue-coloured rain is also a rare but possible phenomenon, typically resulting from the presence of specific particles in the atmosphere that are then incorporated into the raindrops. Here's a breakdown of the potential causes. 1. Atmospheric particles, blue dust or minerals. Similar to how red or yellow rain can occur due to dust storms carrying iron oxide or Saharan dust, the presence of fine blue-coloured dust or mineral particles in the atmosphere could theoretically lead to blue rain if rain falls through a concentrated plume of these particles. However, naturally occurring events that would produce such a widespread concentration of blue dust are not commonly reported. Industrial pollutants. Certain industrial processes might release blue pigmented particles into the air. If these particles are then caught in rain
Weird.
clouds, they could potentially colour the rain blue. This would likely be a localized event near the source of the pollution. 2. Biological factors. Algae spores. Some types of algae, particularly blue-green algae,
Okay, so all in all, got the dust thing, but purple rain can be. All right, so something's in the sky, something's in the air. I had to break that. I saw that, then I think I might as well look it up while I'm here, right quick. Let it all, let it all be here as I do, as we research it all, as I research it all. 12:05. We're gonna let everybody jump in here because I am a little bit earlier than they was told this live was going to be. All right, 82 degrees outside already. The sun ain't even shining. It's terrible out there. It's gonna rain. It's gonna rain soon. But it's all good. We need some rain out here in Florida. It is drier than dry at the moment. Don't need none of that colored rain, or purple rain, or blue rain. Don't need none of that. We just need some regular water rain. No, that's hard to find these days, ain't it? That's hard to find these days. Hard to find. Oh man. What a day. Man, I'm just excited, man. Excited that things are going to look like they're starting to move up in the world. Or I spout myself is fucking ending somewhere. Out is at the moment. Dominican spell. Man, if y'all have any new ones, throw it at me. BuzzFeed got 15 new Mandela effects. I don't know what that's about. I'm gonna be mad here in a minute because it's gonna be the same jigsaws. Let's show screen. Share screen. Oh, it's gonna piss me off. Starting to get there we go. There, I'm off my screen. We'd be all right. Yeah, this one's not gonna work. It's not gonna work. I'm trying to break the whole internet apparently. Breaking the whole internet at the moment. All right. Oh, gracious. Holy moly. Come on. Come on. There we go. There we go. Now we should be all right. We should be all right. Goodness gracious. Doesn't like me being for reals. Doesn't like me being for reals. Make sure I'm all right over here. Yeah, we good. We good. We good. We good. We good. Oh man, talking about hazel fever? Shut out. He remembers Haynes. We did it on here yesterday. We talked about that on here yesterday, brother. And I've asked the question. I've been waiting for everybody to get in, but I'm going to ask that. I did look at the Mass Effect brutes. I did look at that. Like I've never, I played Mass Effects, but I'm not wasn't a big Mass Effects guy. But I've seen plenty of playthroughs and plenty of videos and video game coverage about Mass Effect 3, and it does look weird. He does look, it looks off with all those spikes around him now. It does look weird. I gotta admit that it does look weird. But yeah, I wait on that. But yeah, I had to look. I was like, God, that looks weird. But it's like doesn't look right to me. But I can't say yay or nay for myself. Just because it looks wrong to me. It's because maybe like I said, I didn't play it that much. So, but man, I remember Haynes too. I remember Haynes with an eye as well. I remember it too as well. That was awesome, Hayes. Fever, fever. One of the few that keeps is still doing this stuff too, man. I love it. I love it. I love it. So it's always good to see the few of us that are keep continuing to keep bringing these up, keep finding Mandela effects, even bringing the old ones up because the oldies are the goodies at times. The oldies are always goodies, but it's really cool. That it's really nice to see that all happen. I mean, even with Sandy and Teresa, and I mean, All Time does his now and then. He brings them out too, but it's the ones we don't often see. We all got kind of hooked on in a sense. Don't do it anymore. It's nice to see. I'm hooked on me with it. That's different. But it is. It's a little upsetting sometimes. But it's our time now. It's our time now. Home Alone Mandela effect. I'm looking at new Mandela effects. Sad, actually. But now you're talking about Home Alone, where the scene where Harry and Marv are driving around looking for Kevin, and they go to the nativity scene, and the whole saying, "Oh, I'm not going in there. It gives me the creeps." Yeah, it's not there anymore. That was a pretty neat one. I've always liked that one. That was a good one. I think I brought that one up. Oh, last year? I want to say last year. I want to say. I would like to say. Wow. I can't speak. Most searched Mandela effects. If I can bring that up without fucking blowing my machine apart. Without blowing. It's just being stupid. Mandela effects. Images. All right, let's bring up the list. Bring up the list. Just gonna get that to work right now. I wasn't the one I was just looking at. That's real. Where's the one I was looking at? That one. That one, that one, that one. The most searched Mandela effects in every United States. Your phone connection's trash today? Shit. I feel like my internet's trash today, my man. Uh everything's being wonky. Everything's being wonky. How you doing today, Luke? Sitting here looking at the most searched Mandela effects in every United States, but we're not even worried. So just ready to say, what's going on, HJ? Get that wrench. So he thinks the phenomenon. What's this? My mom. Get off there. He thinks this phenomenon has been happening forever, possibly part of the Matrix. I do too. I believe that it's been happening way before we had uh, a name for it. Um, definitely. I part of the Matrix, possibly too as well. It's part of maybe waking up society, waking people up to a certain, in certain ways. But definitely the Mandela effect has been here way before we had even, an inkling of it, way before we had the internet where we could actually notice this stuff and talk to people. It's been here probably since, I wouldn't say the beginning, probably maybe the third reboot, if that makes sense. Maybe, the second reboot of it all. I don't know, because we're in the fifth part of it all right now. So other rebootish, but yeah, oh well, yeah, definitely. It's just now that us with with all the internet we have, and the communication technology we have, we're able to see and hear and view people's realities. Hear everybody, different realities from everybody. Which is awesome because especially for us, my generation, we didn't grow up with the internet. So for me, it's like, man, how can all of us all over the world have the same memory without even being able to speak each other like this? You note somebody, you know what I mean? So yeah, been here forever, brother. Been here forever for sure. And possibly, like I said, wouldn't be surprised for the Matrix, or maybe for us. Who knows? Captain Crunch. Oh, man, you're welcome. Thank you. Thank you for coming in, popping into the live, showing, your opinion, your wisdom, man. That's what this is about. That's what it's all about. We friendly here. We friendly here. Very, very rarely we'll get some. You get some, you have to see me get out of line a little bit, but that rarely happens neither. So no, appreciate it, brother. Appreciate it. I sit here and just let I said I started a little early, so I figured I'd scroll through a little bit of Mandela effects. And I came up with, I got this little list of the Mandela effects in America, which it does seem to be an American thing. Fusion. What's going on, Rays? Captain Crunch. Yeah. That also shows a state where it's been looked up. Chick-fil-A. I gotta bring that in just a tad bit closer so y'all can see the real depth. There we go. Chuck E. Cheese's. Man, I'm Chuck E. Cheese. It's not Chuck E. Cheese. It's Chuck E. Cheese's. Chuck E. Cheese's. It's so weird. Chuck E. Cheese's. I like that. That's the way it really is. Cliff Bar. I did that one earlier this year. Yeah. Double stuff instead of the stoof. The free breeze with the 3 E's instead of the 4. Ridiculous. Real crazy. Funyons, man. That one gets me too, man. Damn why. Grease Lightning. Oh, the song Grease Lightning. Hydromatic. You don't say Hydromatic no more. Biggest, one of the big ones for me. Jiffy. Kit Kat with a hyphen. Mike and Ike's. Dude, I totally, that's an old one. It's good to see that one's getting looked up. Oscar Mayer. Rice Krispie treats. I haven't done that one. What's different? Rice Krispie. Not Rice Krispies. It's Rice Krispie. Yeah, that's right. Sex in the City. Love It, Smokey the Bear. Oh, that's a pretty good list. York Peppermint Patty. Yeah, I always remember being York Peppermint Patty too, not just Peppermint Patty. I can't zoom all the way in on that one. That's pretty neat. I haven't done. I don't believe I have. I don't believe I have. Just gonna get some more lists. Some more lists. How's everybody doing today, man? Happy Saturday. Hope everybody is having a good one. So I didn't know if I only heard the good news. I did get the job. Delivery driver for errands. I did get the job there. That's awesome. That was a blessing in disguise. It was a great why not his stupid spell. Yeah. Feel like that. I will bring that one up. I don't like it neither, man. I think it looks weird. But it did. I got hired yesterday on the spot, which is nice. I think that's the first time in a long time. You know what I mean? You don't. Lately, it's been like, "Oh, we'll give you a call back." No. You won't get into that. I hate that part. I'll give you a call back. It's the stupidest one. I know I typed it in weird, but hey, I figured I'd type it in the way they see it. I should have typed it in right. It corrected me anyway. It corrected me anyway. That's so weird. There we go. Yeah, this one's weird. Yeah. What? It's so modern for this day. Just so modern. It's like, oh, we're gonna go into the 21st century and use 21st century slang. It's like Captain Crunch, like Cap Crunch, motherfuckers, not Cap Crunch. That looks so stupid, so stupid. I got another one for you. How about Baji glue? What was it? It's paint pod glue, podmage. If I'm right, podmage. Here we go. Can't spell. Let's do this. Yeah, exactly. It's stupid. And Gen Z, yeah, just spelled it out. Gen Alpha. I guess. Oh, I did that so right. Podge. Heart glue. I don't know why I can't spell the way I want to spell it at the moment. Podge. Mod Podge. Yeah. Mod Podge. Oh, spell it all. Podmodge. I'm spelling it all wrong. I mean, fucking somewhere like that. Slow down, Lee. My brain kicked on. Yeah, Lee. Moggle Podge. I think I remember maybe a Moggle Podge, Modge Podge. But it's Moggle Podge or Moz Podge now. It's not Moggle Podge. It blows me away sometimes. It's like Mod Podge. I remember doing this Mandela effect back in the day. But now it confuses me. Confuses me. I hate that's what is sometimes I feel jumping in and out of these different realities at different times. And it's like I don't know. After like, man, it doesn't make no sense to me. Why am I jumping in and out of realities? Always a good one, Skechers. Modge Podge. The Conan the Barbarian ended in such much long ending is so much longer now with a lot of the missing scenes. If the princesses understand the director's cut, but their favorite movie. And wow, I'd have to rewatch it. God, that's been so long, dude. Yeah, I had to rewatch it. I would definitely have to rewatch that. I do feel like, I do understand like the director's cut too thing too. It's usually the director's cut's not as long, not so much longer than normal. Oh, excuse me. Which is so. It's just like I feel like a lot of. Well, that's an Arnold Schwarzenegger movie, and they've already messed with Schwarzenegger already. From the Last Action Hero to the Terminator. I think even his name is now different. Not quite sure. I've been time to rock. That's what I'm doing. Last scene of Conan the Barbarian. You know why I spelled. You say from 12 years ago? 13. 3. All right, could maybe do this the hard way, huh? 12 years ago. I feel like I was better off in the first one there. I think I found it. I think I found it. Super. What's good, brother? Yes, you were first in the chat. Just to let y'all know, he was first. He let y'all know he was first in the chat. What's going on, Super? What's good, brother? So I don't know if you heard the good news. I I got the job. So all y'all's blessings helped yesterday. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So I think I'll probably be starting Wednesday or Tuesday or Wednesday. And listen to the Mandela Effect show on Spotify from Colton Conspiracies. After looking up Mandela Effect channels, this was one that pops up. Yeah, that's how I want it. That is how I want. That's what we need. That's what we need. I'm glad it popped up. That's the one I'm watching. That's the one I got. Oh, it's what I had up there. Doing good, man. Like I said, I got the job. Delivery driver for errands. And delivery driver for errands. It's gonna be nice. Such a cool. I like that. I said interview went awesome. About an hour interview, and right when before I left, he was like, "Well, I love the offer." He's like, "I love the offer of the job if you take it." So it was nice to actually get a confirmation too while you're at at an interview. There's gonna have been so much stupid shit, going on in life right now, and it was really nice to, gosh, just get like confirmation instead of go home and wait, like we've all, most of us have been waiting lately. Look like a big old mushroom. Sorry. I ain't gonna be driving the delivery truck and picking up a trucker. Hell yeah. Good luck, man. Good luck. I wish the best too for you too, my man. It's starting to turn itself around. And that is for sure. It's all starting to turn itself around. And so I said, I appreciate the this low point of my life that I guess that I guess I've had to adore endure. Use my British over here, endure. So it's nice to see it finally starting to flip back around, man. And then young James Earl Jones. So I'm watching that clip. Oh, I can confer. I can confer. So I'm not just a Mandelian. So I'm not just a Mandelian, not a Mandela effect conspiracy theorist. I am a psychedelic shaman. I've been studying psychedelics for 8 years. I love deep trips, and yeah, I can confer. I can confer definitely all that, man. You'll never see life again. Never see life the way you used to see it. Uh, for me, it's kind of funny because when I first started tripping 8 years ago, going down that journey, the Mandela effect came up in my life. Probably after like 3 or 4 trips, the Mandela effect showed up, and man, then it's just been swimming and diving down them deep, all Mandela effects, everything else, and it answers it. It answers the Mandela effect in a sense where it still leaves questions. Oh, they got half the chorus on that. They got the choir, or not the choir, but the orchestra. Excuse me. But yeah, I mean, for me, it answered what this system is. It answered exactly what this plane of existence truly is, and with the answering the plane of existence, the Mandela effect comes to play and arrives too, because it's always a shoot. I've done ayahuasca, mushrooms, LSD, and DMT. I've done them all. About 800 trips, 800 plus trips in the 8 years. So it's not bad, man. I'm trying to get to 1,000. I'm trying to get to a thousand. 1,000 trips will equal 10,000 hours. So I'm trying to get to 10,000 hours. Once I get 10,000 hours, I'll consider myself a mastery of that trade. So, and when they say you do 10,000 hours worth of something, you become a master of that trade. And so that's been my set for it. But man, it's been one of those. It's definitely been a ride. It's been a it's it's definitely showed me a lot. It's made me appreciate life. Also, my failures. Appreciate the Mandela effect and this matrix a lot more. Especially the Mandela effect, because it it does answer questions in a sense of this reality, but yet leaves so much more. Yeah, exactly. Leave PhD in that shit. And that for me, I can I've I feel like it's a whole different scene. For me, it's going this far and how much I've done. I can say it hasn't ruined me. It hasn't ruined my mind. It hasn't ruined my body. Maybe my psyche in a minute, but it's infused and stuff, and I do question some things, but it hasn't. I've come back. I sometimes I've died a few times in my lane of my life and things, through those things. But at the end of the day, psychedelics are one of the safest substances, man-made or not man-made, but plant-based substances a human being can ingest. especially for knowledge and enlightenment. Not even just knowledge, but you know, more of a enlightenment and release of yourself too, because it's a healer. It's going to heal. They're going to heal. It will heal. That's for sure. All right, it's almost over. But it's also to find yourself, and a lot of it was to find myself at first and find my path. And man, I've just found it, and I learned about it. And it's just fucking, it's awesome. I figured after 8 years doing this, I can be like, look, I've done this. I've used, I've even gave people sessions, and it works, and it's all right here. And so every time I drop, I promise myself I'll never do it again for 8 hours. Oh, there's times I've been like that. There's times like, oh my gosh, like what did I do? Especially when the do I host retreats? I want to. I haven't yet. I figured I get this whole camper because I'm also I'm ready to downsize in a sense. I'm ready to get all rid of all the material stuff, and buy an RV, and I figure if I can buy an RV and we can all have like get a little group or something, do some of that. But I do it individually, one on ones or 2 on ones. I do it individually, safe at home, right? I mean, so it's but yeah. Oh, yeah, I want to get there, man. I want to get there. I want to do the retreats. I want to do this. I would say ceremonies, but it really is a ceremony too. But I want to do that. I want to get everybody. Definitely want to start teaching it so much more because I can jump into their trip. I can see what they're seeing. I can feel what they're seeing, and they're always surprised when I'm like, I could be there. Like, I was like, I see what you're seeing. You okay there? And you tell them, how the hell do you see that? I'm like, I just do. I see it. I get on that. I get on that lately. I took on 16, no, like the first time, but I think it was the illusion, and I'm right on shore. Still right in. That's good. But sometimes it doesn't do it. So I had to go back and why does Super Mario Brothers? What is Mario? I mean, eat mushrooms in the movie in the game. He only touches them. But he might be eating the mushrooms in the game. I don't know, but yeah, in the movie he eats them. Oh, I know. I like that part. Ooh, mushrooms. I like that part. But it's so true. I don't understand why. The class as song lyrics just used. Make it to the studio at a time other ingredients for choosing to. No, I didn't know that. Yeah, it is. As long as you said that's a good. Oh, sorry, it's ayahuasca. So I had to reread it. My mind's fine. It's in 16. No effect the first time, but I think that was the illusion. I'm still in. It could be, man. It, I think that sometimes I think that I still haven't came back. You know what I mean? How many times I trip? It's like, man, have I ever came back? Am I still here? Am I just laying in the bed somewhere? How many times I thought I've died or rocked the egg off the pedestal? Well, it's fucking over, dude. I'm never gonna be here again. I can't walk. I've been there too. Oh, I can't walk. I'm gonna forget how to drive. I can't do it. Oh no. Oh my god. Yeah. But now I feel like I almost feel like Neo is like, man, I'm in my dreams are so real. My dreams are as real as reality. And it's weird. It's crazy now. Definitely crazy now. Yes. Yeah, they had yep, I saw that too. Episode season 7, episode 2. Yep. The what was it? The Bedora one, the Nora, whatever it was. Don't quote me on that whole name. But yeah, they put out 2 different versions, and it's like it doesn't. you don't get to choose. It does. It's a random. So when you hit the play, it's a random one. You don't know which one you're going to get. So yeah, it was two different versions, and a lot of people were calling it Mandela effects all day long. Yeah, I agree. It was really up there, and I was like, but I looked it up. I was like, it's two versions. It's going to seem that way now. But maybe that was a take away from the hoopla of the Mandela effect, like they've been trying to do, gaslight everything, or there's a bigger picture from that, possibly. Illusion, saying illusion, great song. Ooh, it's my imagination. My imagination too. Nala, Nala there must be a lizard sitting on the window. I hear Nala scratching the window, trying to get that damn lizard. It ain't gonna happen. She's not gonna get the lizard. I'll tell you that right now. Unless that lizard comes inside. She was huffing and puffing at him yesterday. Hey, like, what are you doing, girl? Get off my windowsill. So the other theory I have is now that we have an American Pope, Trump, and Musk going into the archives, the hidden tech, possibly the Ark of the Covenant. Yeah. I don't know if they have the Ark. I don't think they had the Ark of the Covenant. I don't think the Vatican has it. I believe they got. I do believe they got the Holy Grail, the chalice, but I don't think they got the Covenant, the Ark of Covenant. They'd have died by now. You know, all the people that peaked the loop, they all died. So I don't think they have the Covenant, and I think the Covenant's a lot more up here, not like fake wise, but our right and left brain, our pineal gland, and our firing Neptune, receptors. But yeah, an American Pope, Pope Paul, Pope Louis, but it's Pope Bob. Call him Bob. Yeah, that man. I don't know what to think about that, man. It's eerie. It's very, very eerie. 88 years old. This means end times are right around the corner, man. Judgment Day's there, give or take. If you believe the prophecies, it's right there, dude. I don't like it, man. I don't like it. It's eerie feeling about the Pope, eerie theory about the whole thing. So eerie. And Elon Musk, he an alien anyway, so. But yeah, I do believe they're going to get in the. I do believe they're going to get in the archives and see. Because I do believe that's why they created CERN. It's because they saw they got that viewing picture thing that shows them the past from the beginning all the way in the future to the end. And I think they've been trying to change the future. Really have. Really feel like they've been trying to change the future, change the past, because and for me, it's like they're trying to change the event where they lose all the time. That go to Infinite War. That's what their end game. For off the Avengers. It's they're trying to win. The evil's trying to win. They're trying to win, and that's what they're trying to do. They're trying to change the past, to make the future, and who wins all the time. Light always wins, but yeah, hey, or Leon, Musk, fucking Elon Musk, man. Good morning, birds. Got to see you. Got to join us today. She was upset she didn't get to join us yesterday. She missed our live yesterday. She was upset about it. Well, not upset, but she's. But yeah. Oh, you would have enjoyed the live yesterday. We had somebody. We had somebody that basically had. Well, I've come to consideration mama issues. He hated women. He just hated women. Hated women. Women are evil. Yeah, you'd have loved that chat yesterday. Oh, you'd have loved that. All the women we had in the chat yesterday, you would have loved that. Are our pets becoming more attached to us lately and clingy? So watching Chicago last night in the scene about Magdalene, Jesus' lover, his wife. His wife. She's in the Last Supper. Dog there. Um, in that sense, I think so. My cat's a lot more clingy. I wouldn't say clingy, but a lot more affected than she usually is. She's not usually a she's not a lap cat, but at night or in the morning, she'll sit there and climb on it. Be in the bed. She'll sit there and climb on my stomach and lay down, and purring like nothing. So I do believe that there is something going on that is messing with that is probably messing with what's going on. I'm trying to think of the word. Dog under the tape. Thank you. No, I have not seen the Burn Trump trial. No, I'm at the. No, I have to look that up here too in a second. So I'm over here trying to find a dog. Yeah, I'll bring it up. Trying to find a dog. That dog? Can I pet your dog? Can I pet your dog? Oh, that's not the last. I just saw a dog. Or a dog. It's a weird picture. That had your name on it, Mario. Just let you know. Bring it back up. It had your name up. Mario Last Supper. Oh, you're gonna have to send me that picture, Soup. Gonna have to send me that picture. Mary Magdalene looks off. I will find you, puppy dog. I will find you. I should have known better. I should have known better to hit dogs in that part. Oh, we got dogs. Children's book in 1800s. The Last Presidents. Remember the world? Yeah. Probably why he wants Canada, Greenland. Yeah. Oh man, polls might shift. I agree. I do think he is a time traveler. I think he is a time traveler. I do believe Trump is a. Reason why I believe Trump is a time traveler is because not only just because of Back to the Future 2, because we all know that was about fucking Trump. Illuminati. I know who the Illuminati is. Shit. I just wanted to make sure I'm spelling it right. All right. Time for the Men in Black to show up. but I had a reason why I'm going there. The reason why, because I'm trying to find. We're going to stay on these cards for a minute too. That's the one I want. They knew which one I wanted. This right here. The picture, I ain't worried about this. But the picture, that same picture, that same face is that same face he made after that attempt at the outside conference where he got up, where he got grazed. It's the same face. And I feel like he was supposed to, I don't know, just like I don't know if it was the way it all went down or how I about it, but I do believe that right there was supposed to be the real assassination. I really think in a timeline it jumped right away. That was the time jump, the time slip, because he actually got shot. He actually died, and but we know what the outcome is. I don't know. I feel like because even in that whole thing, you see him. He points at this son of a bitch. You know what I mean? He looks over there and points dead at this son of a bitch, and it's like, wow, how did you know it was going to come from that side? So yeah, I do believe time travel all day long. You can do Back to the Future about it, really convinced about it too. But it was supposed to happen that day. And it did happen, but it didn't happen in this time. It happened. I felt it happen, but it was like it didn't happen because nothing happened to him in a sense. Wow, yes, Trump's uncle connected to the Teslas in a time machine hidden from the public science force. Wow, he has it. Trump has the keys. Great. I agree too. He's got the keys. But yeah, that was definitely uh eerie moment because I heard that I was at work and I heard that somebody came up. Did you hear somebody try to shoot Trump? I was like, what? I was like, that had been all over the place. And it was something that was crazy because it wasn't big news out of it all, neither. It wasn't big news. But in my mind, I was like, oh, that made him win the election. I mean, can't beat dead grandpa, dead Biden. But well, look how all these are so right, though, huh? I like how that one's terrorist nukes when we were all told it was planes. This means nuke means bomb, explosion. Pentagon. We know what that is. We don't know what that is. And so this is an attack that destroys any place. It does not require any action. It's crazy. It's going to be our next one. Martial law. Conspiracy theories. We saw what happened to him. They hung him in town square. It's so weird. I mean, I wish I said it. I probably, but yeah. Oh, yeah, that video. Oh, yeah, dancing on blood on the dance floor. Oh my gosh. Are you so right about that? Something stopped him. his Jehovah Witness, his Messiah or something stopped him. I wonder if they got the Pope one on here. Oh no, don't change it. Was it released before 9/11? But it has a lot of subliminal messages in there, that's for sure. Look how Illuminati that shit is. Freemasoned. Yeah, it had a lot of in that video. Do I think they can hack digital? Yeah, I think anything digital could be hacked. That's for sure. I mean, if it's connected to something. That's for sure. Clone leaders. I think they've done this one's going to be the eerie one right here. I think they're already doing it. I think they've been doing it. I really think they have. I think they've been cloning leaders for years. The JFK, JFK was a clone. The one that actually got shot in the car. They're saying he was a clone. JFK is living somewhere off. But I think they also blood transfer, mind transfer. I mean, we all watch Get Out. we all watch Get Out. And so, I do think they are doing those kind of mind transfers over blood transfusions. You know, they got to be just to keep, their sense salon. They just get into a younger body, a healthier body. They couldn't do it to Biden because he was already dead. So you're like, I'm going to let him go. But yeah, I mean, there's talks that there's two Trumps anyway. But if I was that kind of guy, I'd probably have a double. You know, How can they launch any type of digital currency if no one could get it? Yeah, they'll get it. As well. Yeah, it is. I don't know. That's the thing. It's everything's connected. It's digital. It's all going to be coded. It's all coded. It's codes. It's ones and zeros, and it's hackable. And I just don't know. To me, I don't know why we would want to do that. Only reason why we'd go digital is because, well, I guess then we can make more money out of thin air. You know what I mean? We can make more money out of thin air. Looks pregnant. Oh man, I gotta look up Statue of Liberty. That's an area. That's true. That's a Mandela effect. That's an eerie Mandela effect. That's a scary one, actually, because if the Statue of Liberty looks pregnant, we already know the Statue of Liberty isn't Liberty itself. Babylon. Damn, she do look pregnant, don't she? I'll pull up here a second. Liberty Cash. That's how you. Yep. Yep, will work. That's exactly right. But I think that's all it is they're gonna now be able to instead of print money on paper like they do like they now just make money out of thin air. So it's she look like she got a little bulge. Yeah, loosely up. Actually a man. She does. She got like a little bulge in her belly. Wish I could get 360 around that bitch. Looks chubby, chubby. Maybe oh look at it. It's scary, man. Like I said, she is chubs. Reason why it's scary is because they think it's she's actually depicted after Lucifer, but if she's pregnant, it means the Antichrist is being born or being risen. You know what I mean? It's just that's a awfully weird sign. The mother will give birth to the Antichrist. That's all I can think. That's what's popping in my head. That's the download I got. And we think of liberty as, our mother of the United States. And if you want to think it that way, that's weird. I gotta see her feet. It is creepy. Sometimes somebody's gonna talk around and say goodbye. But it's not a book anymore. Yeah, thanks, bud. Because we do it all. We talk about it all here. I appreciate it. We talk about it all here. Ah, it's a tablet. It's not a book. It's a tablet. That's crazy. She looks like she's pregnant. Yeah, it is. Hold on. It is. You hear my 80s music back me. Someday somebody's gonna turn around and turn. Hey man, that's what I just said. I don't know if you just heard it, man. She looks so. I don't know if you see this, man. She looks pregnant, dude. She looks pregnant, and I just can't. I literally just said it. I literally just said, bruh. Lady Liberty will. Lady Liberty will. Lady will give birth to the Antichrist. And we all know that we're Lady Babylon, right? And America's United States is Babylon. It's Lady Babylon. Antichrist will come from that. That's crazy, dude. Soup, good eye, brother. Good eye, brother. It used to be a book. It's a fucking tablet now. I guess from there it looks like a book, but dude, pregnant as shit. Shit. I'm definitely part of that 50%. I'll tell you that right now. I am definitely 50% of that. I like $5 to my damn name. Literally. Literally. That's me because I'd be playing this little video game, a little mobile games that earn me money. It takes me a minute, but it works. Well, man, what's going on, Bubba? Yeah, just so pretty. That's a good look, Soup. Good look. On her head too. Drag on her. Two rag on her head. I gotta get a behind the look of her. I knew there was something else I was supposed to be looking at. That must have not. do-ragish, ain't it? Yep. Freemasons, Illuminati. The Eiffel Tower is the same way. Built by the free energy thing they kind of took from Tesla. Nicholas Tesla, excuse me. Dude, you're different now. Or he. I don't know what's the proper pronoun for that. What the hell is that? A bow tie or something. Okay, the king, the Elvis, oh man. Like, what is that? Odd. Very, very, very odd. I don't like it, man. I don't like it. I don't like it. That's an eerie feeling right there, boy. That's eerie. That is eerie. I don't like her. I don't know what to think about her being pregnant. Ooh. Ooh. I know that we, as citizens of wherever we live around the world, have to stay awake right now. We have to keep our eyes open. We have to be prepared because something is about to fucking go down. And man, if I could tell you what it was, I would, but I've only seen visions and I don't even know how to describe those at all. At all. I see bad for the US, I know that. Bad for the US. Fires, another virus. Shoot, Georgia had an earthquake today. Georgia, Atlanta, right close to Atlanta, right outside the skirts of the city. They had a 4.5 magnitude earthquake today. In Georgia. United States, Georgia. Never happens. Something is going on in this world. Mother Gaia is waking up, vibrations rising, it's shaking up the world. Maybe the old world is now finally dying off. It's really interesting. As I say that, my whole fucking screen glitched. Is this 20? Yeah, since 2022, the whole world's gone crazy and it's going fast. Yes. Oh man, it is so. This is like time of 2012. Oh yeah, yeah. That's for me. That's where my life flipped around. That is 2012 is where my at the end 2012 my life went upside down. I went turtle. I feel like it totally went turtle. And it's crazy to think about that like that. But it did. It went fucking turtle. Crazy. 10 years later, 13 years later, it's still went crazy. Feel like it's flipping back on his own, back on the feet. You coming in here, Kitty Kitty? Not a kitty. Come here, baby girl. I hear you. But yeah, time's flying fast now these days. It's like you blink your eye, you're gonna miss something. My end of the world. I think something big happened. And there's no maybe a reset. You know, I always go back to that. Maybe just a reset in a sense. You know, maybe it was I don't know, but yeah, fuck it. The Mayans had it right, but it wasn't truly the end of the world for the Mayans. It was the end of an evolution. So a new evolution evolved. I mean, shit, look from there to where our technology has advanced to. Look how many people have woken up since that, you know. Did a program in, yeah. Look, I mean, look where, you know, how many people have woken up since then too as well. You know, seeing between the veils and seeing truth and lies, you know, it's like almost everything is starting to fall apart. And it really is really different. Yep. Man, something did happen. Something happened. And things, something definitely did happen. So a friend in Orlando said it held by his house last week. I live 40 minutes away. Yeah, it came down. It came down out there. Hell, a couple months ago, Orlando actually got hit with a tornado, an F2 tornado. We rarely see tornadoes unless it's like hurricane season or something like that. We still rarely see hurricanes or tornadoes. So yeah, a tornado, F2 tornado went on by. I was watching the news, watching Fox News, local news, Orlando news, and man, watching that fucking thing they were talking about live. It went right over their studio. Yeah, I think that too. I think yeah, you're right about that, Super. I do. I think we are in our time. We're not matched up. I do believe that we're not. We're in a whole different kind of time. I don't know if it were. I think we're behind it or stuff's gonna. I don't know. Maybe coming up too fast. Maybe come up to. I don't know. I think maybe we're a lot older than we are. I don't know. I don't. Or maybe younger because they did add what 300, 400 years somewhere in the history books that they've written in. So that's craziness. So I think the pole shifts are coming. The magnetic poles are moving. Yeah, they've been moving. I mean, shit. You already see North Pole. Well, technically, the North Pole ain't ice no more. It's water. It's just plain water. It's a whole bunch of ocean now. It's not a ball of ice like we remember it. It's moving over, and who knows? I like it. The magnetic shifts, polarities, the polarities. CERN was formally introduced or established September 29th, 1954. I got married on September 29th, not 1954, though. And the first organization was May 11th, 1957. Hmm. Yeah, that could be one of the other resets. All that law, because even, think about like the 1800 fairs, the world fairs, they had all that technology disappeared, all that stuff destroyed. No sign of it. I mean, we probably have sign of it today. We're probably using some of that technology. Lost knowledge. We don't even know how to get to the moon anymore. Yeah, oh God. Yeah. We never got there. We never been there. I love how they always put that out there too. We just don't have the technology. We don't have the means to do it anymore. How the fuck y'all do it in the first place? You'll strap the rocket to your back. How do y'all get there in the first place? Noah Stanley made a video. We made a movie in the studio in room 237. We put it in The Shining. He told y'all the truth. Bible from 1700s say that there are actually 13 months in a yep. There's 13 months in a year, 28 days in each month. 13 zodiac signs. Yep, Yahuwah is the 13th sign. If you don't know who Yahuwah is, it's Jesus Christ. But yeah, yep. So how far behind or how far behind are we? It's crazy. Yep, so true. That's why April 1st is called April Fools, because everybody because April Fools is technically the beginning of a new year. But we're all fools because they all call it April Fools because everybody was not did they lost that knowledge about that, and they were just celebrating with the new Decorian calendar, the Roman Decorian calendar, whatever you want to call it. So that's why April Fools was made, because only the fools know that not is that only the fools don't believe in that truth and that stuff. But in the real essence, April 1st is technically supposed to be the first day of a new year. And that's why I think we've also in society why they've changed dates so many times too as well for certain different events. You know, everything always changes. It's always not the same. We always add it. We take a day away. You know, especially in February, we take a day away. We add a day. You know, we take a day away. We add a day. Always in February. We always it's a leap year somewhere because we done leaped over so many other years. It's so weird. It's so stupid. But it is. It's a very strange coincidence, man. But that's just like everything in society. We've learned to be or we've been programmed to the holidays and all that stuff. Even religion, you know, is a program. It's all been programmed to control. You know, to keep people in fear of not fear of what out there in the world, but really the fear of their true power in yourself. And it's very odd, very cool. But it's cruel that they did that to us. But once we've all wake up from it, it's there's nothing they can do about it. Oh, let the elevator break us down. Oh no, let's go crazy. But it's our world is a fun place, that's for sure. It's gonna be alright. Feel it, feel it, feel it. Sorry, it's Prince. I had to do it. Yeah, it's just Prince. It's Prince. Go Prince. I'm out of water. I'm out of water. I had to go get me some more water. Yes, I saw it. I've already seen it. I already saw it. I already saw it. I already saw it. I saw that. I saw that this morning. Saw that this morning in the office in the bathroom. I saw that this morning on TikTok, man. I saw that on stories. I even asked Ada about it. Well, AI. I even asked her about it. She said it's ways it be possible, but it was part of the whole. She said something about fluoride sites that cloud basically they can put in the atmosphere that can turn water or turn the rain purple. So I'm like, oh, they're putting shit in the sky. I said, man, from blue rain to purple rain, signs are terrible, boy. Yeah, crazy. Did Prince know? I don't know, man. I don't know, but he did talk a lot about the cloud seeding and stuff like that. You know, he talked about that stuff, and he it maybe that was the hint. You know, maybe that was the hint. And now we're like, oh shit, Prince was right. But guess what? See you then, in purple rain. See you smiling in the purple rain. Might be a higher sign. Might be a bigger sign than that. Who knows? That's so cool though to think. It's so. I mean, it's weird, but so cool. Yeah. Then he changed it back. Then he changed it back. I'll be right back. I'm gonna go get me some more water. Yeah. Then he changed his name back, formerly known as the artist. Take my breath away. Beat you a little bit. Ah. Yeah, he was not able to use. Wow. Yeah, they did Prince wrong too. Illuminati got him. That's for sure. They got him for sure. The Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, the one with Johnny Depp, they actually say that they actually kind of hint on that in the whole Mike TV scene part. They do. They hint about that. They said we are sorry we failed to be, and they had the prince there. It's crazy. It's almost like they threw it in our faces. Yep. In a sense, I still think Michael's alive, but I know better. How cool would it be? Because, like I said, he's the master of disguises, man. He is a master of disguise. Ah, yeah. If you ever get a chance, yeah. I mean, I like Willy Wonka. I'm a movie guy, so. But yeah, if you just look up the Chocolate Factory with Johnny Depp, and type in Mike TV, and it's when they're actually in the little white room because you saw the first one, the original, the TV scene. So yeah, it's pretty fucking it tells the truth. All born in 85, 58. Yep, that's correct. No coincidences. I don't believe in coincidences. Coincidences. Do you think some things could not be Mandela effects? For example, our Independence Day. We would never. Huh. Example, our Independence Day, 4th of July, 17th will never change. Nah, I think you can't change if it does. That's too big of a change. I mean, they changed Thanksgiving changes I swear, every year. I feel like Thanksgiving changes every freaking year. But I remember growing up as a kid and always being on the third Thursday, not the last Thursday. But 4th of July is such a big event, notably in history, that you change that, mass hysteria. I think mass hysteria. I think really feel like it would cause a ruckus, just because not everybody will be able to handle it. Not everybody will accept it. Nobody will accept that program, or won't be able to handle it. It's kind of like you don't you don't wake up a mind at a certain age because the mind doesn't want to let go. So I could just imagine. But if it ever did change, oh, something like that, huge, 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 huge. And maybe it wouldn't be a Mandela effect if there's history behind it, which would be stupid. But no, I don't know. I think it's so weird. I don't know. Some things cannot be a Mandela effect, though. I mean, I've debunked a few things few things aren't Mandela effects, different perceptions, but it's not. Or some people, from one that pops in my hand is Demolition Man. Um, where here in the United States we get Taco Bell being the last surviving restaurant franchise, so every restaurant is named Taco Bell, and that in Demolition Man. But in Europe, the European version, it's Pizza Hut. So certain things like that is not Mandela effects. It's another thing I can't think of this, but yeah, it's some things I'm like but for America, you can't change fucking Fourth of July. You can't change Independence Day. Too many movies have done Independence Day. And you do that, we got to change the whole. We got to change Will Smith's Independence Day. We got to change that. We got to change that movie. It's got to change. Said Paul River Mandela Vic. Yo, Dreamcatcher. How about history things that never really happened? George Washington cherry tree story never happened. Ben Franklin never flew the kite. Yeah, discovered literature. Yeah, those kind of things. Yeah, descriptions. Yeah, fucking George Washington Carver inventing peanut butter. Hell, even with George Washington, not our first president, even himself, even the wooden teeth thing was a lie. You know, even the wooden teeth thing was a lie. They also say Ben Franklin. Some say Franklin was also a president. In some people's reality, Ben Franklin was a president. So it rewriting history would be and they changed the history books already. Books. So that's who knows. Yeah, I want to know about the Paul River one too. I want to know about this one too. Oh, Paul Reeves, excuse me. I can't spell, but be all right. Oh, Paul Revere. What the fuck am I doing? He supposedly said it. Yes, the British are coming. The British. I'll pull up a picture in a minute. But yeah, that was the whole thing because it was a time where everybody was. The British knew to go to the barracks, the bunkers where all the ammunition, all the weapons were being held. That's where they were going to go destroy. And Paul Revere was rolling down that street. The British are coming. The British are coming. But here we go. I know he probably didn't say it. I think I've done that. That's a long time since I did that. Share screen. It says his famous phrase, the British are coming. But there we go. Historians' accounts suggest that Revere likely did not actually shout that phrase, as it would have been confusing to the locals who still considered themselves British. Indeed, he and other riders used different signals to alert the countryside impending threat. The redcoats. The British are coming. And the redcoats. It's but like I said, it's myth. It's fucking. But that's rewriting history. Rewriting. Yeah. Betty Ross didn't make the flag. Yep. Oh, hey, you're so right about that one. She sure did. Yep. Rewriting history. Who did the? It was Franklin. Frank. I'll tell you in a minute. I will tell you momentarily. That's for sure. Like that. It's like that. President Lincoln had heard that, but he's there exactly when he's on the exactly. But he was never president. He was never a president. He never was a president. And that's what gets me. That's what I understand why he was a. See, Rots. She had 3 married names. Reflect that history. Yes, the chair, exactly. It's, the bomb clots are the bomb clots are coming. The bomb clots are coming. Yeah, Betsy Ross is often credited for with making the first American flag, but the history evidence supports that the claims are lacking. She was a flag maker and received payment for making flags in 1977. The story of her swirl that the first flag was popularized by her grandson in 1987, nearly a century after the event. No official documents linking her directly to the creation of the first United States flag, and many historians consider the claim to be popular. That is fucking crazy. What do I think about the obelisk? I don't know. How about now? I don't know. I gotta look that up. I'm not possibly sure what's going on out here. Oh, Master! Did I say hi to you already, Master? You been here the whole time? Ed McMahon, I saw you pop in. I thought I saw you pop in. Yeah, Ed McMahon is the big one and up. Yes. It should have caused a big uproar. I don't think it did, but for us it did. Oh, the Black Tom event, that one's weird too. Yeah, never remember that. I think Tom, yeah, I was about to say that. I think even I think Tom Hanks even said something about that. He never even heard about it. Is that how that's spelled right, by the way? Spelling that right? Ah, Tartarian, the Empire. Erased from history. Tartarian. Time travelers. They had caught back in the day that they pointed on the map. Oh no, that's a whole different Tardario. That was a whole different one. Never mind. Don't ignore me in my language. Right? The mud flood. Yep. Happened. There's evidence of the mud flood. They probably opened up the ferment or the ground opened up. It was erased. I truly do believe it was erased. Look how depicted these maps are, though. They were, boy. I think how they knew this stuff back in the day. All right, it's crazy. Because there's Asia. Asia turns into all this. Russia. And most of history is a matter of accident. Yep. I believe it, believe it, believe it. I just suggested that the effect could just be caused in time, meaning a later event can influence in an early one. And that's also could be true too. Since George Washington wasn't the first president, but actually Henry served as the first president. Yes, 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 yes. I agree. I got a story about that one. I didn't. I'm not even show. I didn't even show you the picture. I didn't even hit the picture up there. Yeah, I got a story about that one. You know how why he lost that first election? He lost George Washington lost the first election actually to John because he was giving away John was giving away free beer to people who voted or was voting for him. So when the next one came around, you know, Washington had hemp farms and liquor farms. He brewed shit too. So the next time he did around, he did the same thing and he won. So yeah, I also heard that this is not the first one neither. We've actually had a few black presidents too as well. Some say Lincoln was black. Some say cause and effect is based in linear time. Nobody said Victor had to follow. Yeah, that's true. It's true. True. 82 states. Not in my reality. In my reality, I always remember 80. I'm 80. I already remember 50. But maybe that's where we're going to get these 52 states from is with Trump right now, him being a time traveler and changing whatever it is. He wants Canada. Canada ain't selling. He wants Greenland. So it's crazy. Ancient maps. Has anybody seen an old government document called Mouseotopia Experience? I think that's probably how we live, like in a lab monitored by aliens. Fuck yeah. Oh, this is yeah. I we are fleas on a living being. I think I hate to say it like that. I know that sounds like, oh no, Lee, don't hurt me no more. A flea. We're just insects, specks, living on something, living on a living, walking entity or whatever it is. Maybe walking, maybe sleeping. Yeah, definitely being watched, definitely being served, definitely being experimented on. You know, oh my god. But yeah, we definitely are definitely when we all look at the spectrum of the food scale, we ain't at the top of it. We definitely ain't at the top of it, man. Definitely ain't at the top. That's for sure. It's too said that it causes appearance and events in our perception. That doesn't mean causes something effect. Hmm. I like that thought. But yeah, that's it. I'm going to check on it. I'm going to watch that. I'm going to watch that because I think that it's a cool ass. I agree. I do think we're kind of fucking like a mouse running around in boxes, doing being fed money, fake money and like pellets to keep on going where we're going. You know what I mean? It's like going on, keep on moving. Here's some more pellets. Can you find the cheese? Snap! Ah, that damn mousetrap! It got me. Oh, let's see what's but yeah, it's fucking deep, boy. Deep, deep, deep. Ah, shit. Deep, deep, deep. They say bugs living on our faces come out at night, so probably on a face too. Yeah, I mean, no. Well, think about us, human, a human being, minus the meat, with the meat and all this, but our skin, which is now the largest organ of the body, is our skin. In case you didn't know that, is now the largest organ, but living organ. But our skin is made up with millions, trillions, billions, and quintillions of bacteria, bugs, nanos, whatever you want to call it. So we are walking, walking bugs. So I could just imagine. It's just hell yeah. If we're just a fly on a speck, then I wonder what the flies on us are thinking about in our world. Like, what the fuck is this dude doing? You know what I mean? So yeah. Oh, that's crazy. Sometimes that might be more fluid, dynamic, and not linear. or even non-existent at the time. This level, and see, I think is especially time. Time is fluid. Time's a fluid thing. Nothing stops for time, you know, and nothing, time, time doesn't wait for anybody. Nothing, time keeps on going when we're gone. Excuse this. Time is time, but time is also here to make this perception real. Without time, it'd be nothing here. But I guess that's part of the perception of our reality of time or what we're in. Linear is what it has is subject to. Yeah, linear has its subject rules. Is that it's different things. Yeah, we in our mind technically we can't run fast enough to speed up time, but ever have like the time like I'm talking about like when you're having fun and you're having a great time. I hate to put time in that. Time flies by. Time seems to not exist, right? It just goes. But when you look up, you're like, oh my god, 8, 10 hours have gone by. Especially video game wise. If you've ever been locked in a video game, shit, 6 hours can fucking fly by like it's nothing. And so, it's just like when you were in school waiting for that bell to ring and you only had you had 5 minutes left of that class, but it felt like that time, like that fucking hand would not move, time wouldn't move. You made it slow down. So it's observing the time or observing something. The time makes the time, if that makes sense. I guess I don't even, it don't make sense. It makes sense to me in a sense. Yep. No longer. Yep. There's no longer. Our skin is the longest. Is the biggest organ, living organ in all our bodies. Floating ribs. Hey, speaking of ribs, do you know also we can regenerate a rib? Our ribs can now regenerate. And look it up. We can now regenerate a rib. Broken rib or something like that. We can now. I mean, bones regenerate anyway, but even ribs now can regenerate. It's so crazy, dude. A lot of stuff is happening in this time. It all makes sense. Yeah, it all makes sense. Everything is. We must live in a large entity. Yeah, we go to sleep. We all go to sleep. We wake up. We all wake up. I don't know. By the way, I copied and paste that. I'm not. That's that. I don't copy and paste that. It's all right. But yeah, so we're now starting to regenerate ribs. It's weird. I don't know if it's a Mandela effect or not, but it is. It really is weird. It really is weird. It's mainstream science. It's more religious. Yes, that I. Yep, that is. I do. That's the thing with science. It's now got so fake woke. It's gone back to its old ways. Oh, witchcraft. Science is witchcraft now. We gotta go back to the original. And about evidence and virtually all the evidence that they exist on the topic. But yeah, it's definitely a Mandela effect. It's that's our world we live in. The world we live in for sure. Oh, what do we do? What do we do? What we do in this world now? Well, how we go on in this world? Knowing what we know. Do we go over, claim over, and join the men in black? do we do we forget it all? It's fucking weird. Sciences that are not faster than light. Yeah. Well, I know my thoughts don't go as fast as light, and they fade away fast. But hey, I know my thoughts aren't fast. Sometimes my thoughts are slow thoughts, slow thoughts. Like sometimes how I read, slower than shit. Slower than shit, man. Oh man, viewers, man, that was good, man. I hope everybody is enjoying the conversation today. Always a great conversation in this chat, man. Oh wait, haven't seen CJ today. Kind of miss him. I hope he's doing okay. I hope he's doing okay after everybody jumped on him yesterday. He deserved it. He deserved it. Perhaps it isn't about speed and more about access. Huh. Yeah. Oh no, when I take a psychedelic experience, I feel like I zoom through on my spaceship. It seems fast, but maybe it's not fast. A lot of colors. Mac, what's good? Appreciate it, brother. Appreciate it. Yeah, man. Man, but that's actually a great way to look at that. Hmm. Access. So once we access time, we can change time, right? Would that be right? Because if we can access that part, we have the ability, we'd have the ability to access time. And time we could be able to stop time, change time, make more time, make less time. Who knows? That's pretty weird. I like that. It's creative. Yeah. There's waiting for decisions and action before. Oh, I agree with that. I do. I do think that is. I do think that too. I do believe that we process of what we're going to do, how we're going to do it, or what to do way before we even get to that part. I truly do believe that one. I do believe it's already processed it before we processed it. But it's almost like our flight and fight, a flight and fight instinct. In a sense, your brain already knows what it's going to do. It's just got to get to you first. It's got to get to you first. Your thought, it's got to get to you next. And so yeah, man, it's a great conversation. My brain hurting a little bit. Brain power. The knowledge, since your brain decision. I better read that. Suggested that we're learning access rather than thinking. Ooh. But that'd be getting access to our inner, to our thoughts, getting access to the records, Akashi records, the system, you know, hey, that's not bad. I'll take the access. I got into a fight when I was young. When I was young, time was slow motion, like the Matrix. I feel that way, man. I can understand that. Like certain things, you feel like are in slow motion. Kind of like, I don't know if everybody's been in a car accident. Slow motion for a moment. It's slow motion for a moment. Or I remember I played sports, so I remember baseball, and it's like when you get a ball, when the pitcher's throwing the ball and it's coming your way, and it's about to come hit you, you're looking at this thing like, is this thing about to hit me? Your mind stops for me. You're like, that ball's going to hit me, right? you do the little turn shit. You do the little duck, like, oh shit, it is coming my way. You know what I mean? So yeah. Yep. It happens sometimes. It does happen sometimes. You're on a trip, you get the knowledge, and it just dissipates, goes away, like you've never seen it before. What the hell? What that? It's one of those fluids of knowledge, man. It's still there. It coming, you'll be able. It's still there, but yeah. Oh, it's happened to me so many times. Like, God dang, what that was? Like, what the hell was that? What was that? Be? What was that? Be? After this. Opponent was thinking rather than simply reacting to the situation. Yeah, yeah, I like that. As his opponent was thinking, so he was seeing it. He was seeing it. He was thinking what he wanted to do. The other one was seeing it, so he was looking at it in slow motion, like, "What's this dude doing?" Spider-Man vision. What are you doing? Inner dialogue and slow motion also happens. Yeah, it's like those certain things. It's like you see it and you see it before it happens. It gives your time, your brain to process for certain things to like the flight and fight. Either brace for impact, take the hit. Those type of things. We always that instinct that yeah, I like that. Considered all points of time simultaneously. We can think of our own consciousness moving in a linear vector throughout. I like that. Every question has an answer. We just got blocked from the knowledge. Yes, we did. We all got blocked. We all got bloop looped. Perhaps they're in. Excuse me. Somebody believes anybody believes some people don't have an inner dialogue. I've seen that, man. You want to know a weird fact about that? But they say 75% of people have an inner dialogue. It's less than that, I think. Have an inner dialogue. But this is what's going to get you. Did you know 80% of the world cannot close their eyes and visualize something like like visualize an apple. Close your eyes. Visualize an apple, a red apple. You can see it in your mind, right? You see a red apple. Now, can you visualize that apple? 80% of people can't do that. They cannot visualize that. They don't have that. That's part of an inner dialogue, I guess. They can't visualize an apple. They can't visualize. Let's see a red apple with a bite of a wood. Yeah, and a worm. So you see the worm. Or see, you visualize. Most people can't visualize that. And it's so weird. Myself, inner dialogue all fucking damn day. This motherfucker doesn't shut up. you know, it's like for some reason it was a cartoon apple. Well, it was a candy apple. It had a little crunchiness to it. But it is best done. This mine is like mine doesn't stop. Sometimes I wish it stopped. And sometimes when I do stop it, it's when I'm in meditation, in a deep meditation of psychedelics. Is when I'm in a I take when I take a psychedelic, I can turn it off. I can turn it off. It knows what I do. I've been programmed it that way, but sometimes it's rough. But I do sit sometimes in a quiet room, and I like listening to peace and quiet. I love the quietness. Kind of listen to the sounds around. NPCs, yeah, I don't know. I think everybody we see that doesn't have that, they just haven't been turned on. I don't know. They need something to turn that inner dialogue on. I don't know. I don't know. And be background players. I truly possibly do believe that. Oh, wow, that fucking thing's going fast. Yeah, it seems around. Yeah, oh yeah. It seems that the study is only that 35% have an inner dialogue. Yeah, that's right. It's 75% people don't. What's going on, Thor? Man, chilling, bro. What did you miss? Oh, we were talking. We just talk. We talking science today. If you would call it science. We talking science. We talked about the Statue of Liberty. She pregnant. You look at it, she look like she's pregnant. What else we've been talking about? What's going on, 101? What else we've been talking about? What else we talking about? I got the job yesterday from the interview. My interview went well. Got the job. I'll probably be starting Tuesday or Wednesday. So that's fucking fab. I can finally get some money in my life. Money in my life. Speaking of money, if y'all would love to just help donate to the Leaf Fund for the moment, all the links are in the description below, up top too as well in this comment stuff. I was putting it all through there. It would be delightfully, delightfully. I'd like to get a gummy today. I'd like to get a gummy today. It'd be nice. It'd be really, really nice. It'd be a way to celebrate. Thank you, thank you. It'd be a great way to celebrate a new beginning. And because also in the beginning, I was like, I feel like everything's starting. I feel like my turtle shell. I'm turning off my shell. Starting to get on my feet again. Popping out my head. That's nice. It was nice to go in that interview and have a great interview, talk interview, and it was great. It went for an hour. It was also nice to see an African American manager. You don't see that very often. You don't see African American managers very often. So it was really good that it was just good talk, and me leaving and him saying, say, hey man, I'd love to give you the job. I said, I've heard all I need to hear from you, man. I said, hey man, I want to give you the job. The job's yours if you want it. Fuck yeah, fuck yeah. So I'm very blessed for that, man. Very excited about that. That's it. It's a little bit of weight off my back. If I can say so as myself, it is a weight off my back. And thank y'all for sticking with me through it all too, man. Y'all got to see all versions of myself. That's for sure. Got to see all versions of myself. But I don't mind that because I'm true. I'm real. I'm a real person. I have real emotions and real people like you. Put my drawers on one leg at a time. Even if it says Haynes without an I now. Damn, I'm zooming into my own side, on my own live. How did I do that? I meant to see 101's talk. So it would be good to have a video about dreams. I often dream about being in buildings, but never question where I'm at. Yet I know. I was like, I know my way around. You and me. Thank you, by the way, everybody. You and me both, brother. I don't know if anybody has these dreams too as well, man. My dreams have been the same way too, 101. It's like I'm in a building. Sometimes it's a mall. I can kind of see like the around and sometimes it's a mall. Sometimes lately it's been an airport. Lately it was weird. Last night's was like I was outside. It was kind of like a farm festival, like a little farm festival outside. And these people were just messing with me. And I grabbed this dude by his throat. I was like, look, you do not want to fuck with me. I grabbed him I grabbed him right there. I was like, you do not want to fuck with me. Yeah, I knew what I was doing because I can do my dreams. I'm just like, you son. I was like, I pushed him away. And then I ended up going into this building. There was a DJ in the building. I seen him before. I seen that DJ before. DJ in the building. It was just weird. But yeah, I get it all the time. The malls all the time feels like mine is always the mall. Somewhere in a mall, back room, and I know exactly where I'm going. And it's always like, for me, my exit is like, the movie theater is my exit, which is so weird. The movie theater is my exit. I always go into a movie theater and I exit my dream. It's so weird. But yeah, all bits. Been buildings so long lately. Woods, forests. Been flying. It's crazy. Inner dialogue goes off. The inner dialogue goes off the charts, and mine too. Oh my god! But yeah, I should do a video about dreams, man, because my dreams have been feeling so real lately. Sexual liberties, boyfriend, rock hard. That one letting it on other. Yeah, eat shit. I'll show you that. I'm gonna show you Statue of Liberty in a minute. Yeah, I have trouble going to sleep myself just because I don't know if I'm avoiding my dreams or I don't know what I'm doing, but it's so hard. But it's hard to cut my mind off. I'm playing songs in my head. I'm singing songs. What the fuck am I singing this song for? It's like, what are you doing, mind? It's time to go bed. It's time to go night nights. It's time to go night nights. but I don't think they come from our imagination. I think it's society. I think it's a different world. I don't know. I'm starting to think, because I feel like I'm living 2 or 3 different lives now these days, and sometimes I wake up tired, and I'm waking up tired from my dream. I got mad yelling at somebody in my dream. I woke up, was like, this motherfucker blamed me for some shit I didn't even fucking do. That's what I'm trying to tell him. I also woke up in a tear, in a tear once. Like it was weird. I don't know why I was April O'Neil, but it wasn't April O'Neil, but it was April O'Neil from Ninja Turtles, and it was just so weird, 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 weird. Sweet dreams made of these. Other than that, perhaps I don't know. I appreciate you. I'm proud, man. I appreciate you, man. I, I appreciate it too. Appreciate everybody too, man. It's y'all, man. Keep the vibes rolling, brother. Keep the vibes rolling. That's for sure. And perhaps it's a bigger lie people are telling themselves we deserve. A statue racked up. I got to bring this up. I got to bring Statue of Liberty up real quick. Excuse me. I got to go get me another dose of salt. I'm trying to rehydrate myself for some stupid reason. AC cut on here. Sweet dreams are made of these. And my dreams have been that's been stupid. I want to thank this sweet little girl, Jaden, for buying me this for Christmas. Putting it to use. Drinking a lot more water now, that's for sure. That is for sure. All right. Let's go back to my good old Statue of Pregnant Liberty. Thank you to for Super brought this shit up. This is wickedly crazy, excuse me. Oh, I believe our dreams are a different reality. I actually almost feel like our dreams might be the real reality. And sometimes might be the real reality. Who knows? But yeah, let's look at Miss over fast ass Statue of Liberty right here. Looking pregnant. Look at a little bulge in her belly. A little bulge. This one's got me weirded out. Look at it. She looks like she's really pregnant. The bulge. Is her feet swelled up? Is her ankle swelled up? Can't get to her ankles. Oh yeah. And that's eerie. And like I said earlier when we looked this up, I said it's eerie. Because y'all know that's, in a sense, Lucifer, right? But America is Lady Babylon. So Lady Babylon having a baby, Antichrist. And Mama Babylon gives birth to the Antichrist. That's all I can think of. That's all I can think of. It's what came. That's the download I got. But yeah. And then every sleep pregnant stuff. Yeah. Who knows? Hey. And then we can't also let's do. We can go a little bit deeper. Some say statues are just stoned people, right? Some say real people. So maybe this is a sign that he or she We need a proper pronoun for her. But she looks, could be a girl, could be a boy, who knows? We did a little pendulum thing on her. A little pendulum thing on her to see if she's see if it's gonna be a boy or a girl. Yep. Makes sense. I am so thinking, man. Forehead. I always remember the forehead. I always remember the forehead. But that one gives me a little eerie on that, man. It just it's a weird omen, just like the like our like Pope Bob. It's eerie feeling about it all. More open when we're. I do too. We are more open in our dreams. It's because we don't have this locked mode of being in this. We don't have the rules and boundaries. The rules in the dream world. It's almost like the Matrix in a sense. You think that's air you're breathing. Some rules can be bent and broken. Others, can be broken. Others rules can be bent and manipulated. Others can be broken. I'm thinking it in my head. Others can be broken. You think that's air you're breathing? Again. What about the thinker? Always had his head on. Had always on his head, always on his forehead, not under his chin with the open thing. Because now it's open. He's got an open chin, the open hand with his hat hanging back. I'll bring that up here momentarily. In the pose of yeah, exactly. I'll bring that up. That's the one thing. People copying the pose the way we remember it. Bring that up. Let's bring that up. Man, I didn't put a goal on the day of donations. My goal could be 15. Take 15. The birth of New Liberty? I don't know. Antichrist. That's all I can. That's all I can truly think of. What am I thinking? The thinker. That's just all I can think of, man. That's all that just comes to my head. Is that? So when I saw that, I'm like, oh, Lady Babylon gives birth to the Antichrist. What perfect timing, hope and all. And what a timeline we live in, right? I'm doing 20 things at once over here. Bear with me. Bear with me. Bear with me, peoples. Bear with me. All right, let's bring it up. How do y'all remember the thinker? That's the question. How do y'all remember the thinker? If you remember it like I remember, if you remember it like I remember it, then me and you, all of us, are all in the same fucking boat. I gotta learn to stop cussing sometimes. It's a bad thing, bad habit. Fuck out of here. All right. Fucking stop playing around. Let's go. I want rail thinker. Yeah, to me he looks weird. I want a side view. That's the view I want. Yeah, that's never. Well, that's what it is now, and it's all if they are setting nations creator, then it's not so grand as they would want us to believe. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I don't ever remember that. I mean, I do now, but that has never been that way to me. Forehead first, all day, all day. I want to get the picture for the people. Let's put forehead. Fuck it. Forehead.
Flyer deals are like strolling through your favorite store looking for deals, but you're scrolling your phone, and maybe you're in bed. Because getting
Even
close
that
enough to miss deals like
isn't
the one creamer
to
that
me.
doesn't make your stomach hurt.
Come on.
Or
Oh
the
well, that's a
boxes also
fucking
you can't
cutout.
not buy when it's on sale. So download the Instacart app, shop flyers, and never miss a deal on one of your favorites. Plus, get delivery in as fast as 30 minutes. Instacart. We're here.
Crazy. You can type it up and you won't even get it. But this is what gets me. And this is just one many. One of many. Why would somebody do that if the statue is like that? I know what picture I'm looking for. I know what picture I'm looking for. Damn it, Lee. And I think y'all know what picture I'm looking for too. I'm looking for that whole group of people. Oh, there's another one. Do a lot of people remember the green on top of the red? I do. I remember when I was a kid, and it took me a while. It took the Mandela effect to show me that it was flipped. I guess I always thought it was green on top, but that makes no sense. Just like that. It's funny how we can change something. Mandela effect can change something here, but you can't change the person. So weird. That's the one I'm looking for. There. That is the one. All of them? All of them? All of them got it wrong? All of them? I feel like that kid like they're looking at like y'all got it all wrong. Always forehead. Always forehead. Yep, that's the picture. Yeah, so that's the picture I wanted. Yep. That's it. So that's the picture I wanted. I knew exactly what picture you were talking about. That's the picture. Oh, destroys me. Looks like he's enjoying a good egg. I want to poop. Like, yeah. Baby kids, we don't die, we multiply. Oh, that's a sensible move to learn. Yeah, it's so weird. Cowardly dog, the thinker, the most. Yeah, yeah, oh, yeah. It's cowardly dog. Let's do it. I'm spelling it wrong. So the ripple effect, I think. Effects, I think. I don't think they. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think they can change people like that. I don't. I haven't seen them change people like in a sense. Look at a smirk on her. smirking and blinking at us like, oh, yep, I know I'm changing. I think she changes all the time. I think Leonardo just put a soul in that thing or something. He's got a thong. He's wearing a thong. No, he's not. Not wearing a thong. From that picture a long far away, it looked like a thong. I hate to zoom into his ass like that, but memories were formed connect us to different points of reality. I do too. I think it's one of those. I guess you'd call it maybe deja vu moments, but it has to connect the collective. I just don't think it's individually wise, but in all sense, I think it's the collective, the whole collective. We're all connecting to it, and that's amazing. As we're waking up, the collective wakes up too as well, which is needed. It's due, especially in this time and age. Transgender stuff has existed for a long, long time. Oh shit! Fucking, I think Alexander the Great. Alexander the Great was bi. And a lot of the Romans did things both ways. Shit, King Henry and all that stuff. They're tough. Even they were even known for intersex. I don't want to say it. Orgies. I didn't want to say it. I didn't want to say the word orgies. So yeah, all day long. Look up the GPK stone. But yeah, home around for a minute. One of the to prove that he killed it was Poseidon. I don't remember. It's a lot of a lot of history in my head at the moment. What was I just talking about? GPK stone. Zombie. Hey, hey, hey. Sure, that's right. All right, garbage pail kid. Just making sure I was right. It's garbage pail kid. I had to make sure I was right. He looks weird. Hey, he's wrong now though too. Boom. Put that up in here. Oh, come on. Share screen. Thank you. At 20 screen sharing at the moment. Hold on. Maybe not. Let me gotta restart, reflip it. Let's go. Yeah, something is think it's Da Vinci. Yeah, some people do think that. Also, you notice when you turn on mainstream news, there doesn't seem to be any norm-born woman. Yeah, oh God, natural born. I feel like it. Hey, uh, it's that whole propaganda, the whole program. So wrong. He's so wrong. I don't like it. Acid. Well, gel tabs. Looks so wrong. I don't like it. When I was a kid. Actually, I think I have some. I actually think I have some. Still. It's liberating when you learn how to spot it, Ran. Uh, Well, if you come talking to me like this and you're a woman, you look like a woman. I know. Yeah, play it. Hi, my name's Alice. How are you doing? That's good to hear. God, I miss these things. These things are so life changing. Let's research surgeries, and you can, oh, hell yeah. What is life changing? Let me go potty. I'm gonna answer that question for you because I gotta get some more water. We're gonna go to about 3 o'clock my time. That's about 33 minutes. Nice number for that. Let's see how much water I had. That's a nice number. 33 is some good numbers lately. Boy, y'all should have saw that butterfly. That butterfly was like this big. I'm lying. It probably wasn't that big, but it was fucking huge. I'll be right back. I'm hydrating. Wow. Pee. I'm on water. Biggest Mandela. A little bit. Mm-hmm. Needy kitty cat. Needy kitty cat. I'm bugging out over here, ain't I? All right. I am bugging out. Why am I bugging out like that? Weird. And you see what I'm looking at? It's salt, by the way. Himalayan salt with my water. Because salt absorbs the water and also releases it into cells that you need to do. And y'all give me 2 seconds. Let me refresh this, okay? I am not going nowhere. The stream's not ending. Let me refresh this, and then we'll get to that answer. I don't like the way I'm bugging out at the moment. And then about you. Oh, my ears just popped. All right, we back. I feel better now. All right. What is my biggest Mandela effect? Thank you all, by the way. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Ooh, I gotta go back and see some of this first. Oh, what is the greatest Mandela effect to this date? Oh man, who? I'd say Star Wars. That was my biggest one. I would definitely say Star Wars. Forrest Gump. Uh, gosh, my cat is kicking, kicking shit around in there. She's kicking her bowl around. She's getting hungry. It's not that time to eat yet. But oh man, the geography one's a big one. The biggest Mandela effect to this date is probably still Shazam. It's probably still Shazam. I think that movie right there that we all watched, that we all rented from the store when we was kids, teenagers, adolescents, that has to be the biggest one of all. Even to this date. Even to this date. Just because we remember so many, all of us remember it. All of us remember this movie, but it never happened. It doesn't exist. And that, I think, that's huge. Oh, is the end time, the timelines are converging back into a single area? I do believe it is too. I do believe we are in a spot where we are now converging and reals, the fakes leaving, the reals coming. Let's go, brother. How's everything rolling? Paranormal, what's going on? Did I miss you earlier? He's watching from the live. I watched it from the library on VHS. Me too. Oh, not the library, but I watched the shit too. I was in Italy. I was in Italy and watched this fucking movie. So we rented it from a little mom and pop store because they didn't have Blockbuster overseas or anything like that. So you got a little little American little video rental store. Could also rent my NES games, my NES games. Oh man, I remember that fucking thing. Remember putting it in my VCR because I had a VCR and TV because we didn't have cable. So that was my thing. Ah, I remember it all day long. And what's good? What is good? Hope everybody's having a great day. Hurricane, man, did you get that? I know I gave you that. Yep, I gave you that thing. I gave you the ranch. Lighthearted, yep. Who recalls the guitar Back to the Future? Yeah, small now. I remember it being red. Also, Ada remembers it being red too as well. We asked her. That's in one of my Ask AI videos. Is that's actually in a playlist too now by itself. My AI video, Ask AI, that is now actually in those in my playlist in the playlist now. So, but yeah, I think that's also too the van. Back to the Future is a big one. The van, the logo, the van and the logo. You know, it varies, but biggest one of all time by far. We could have put Mandela on there for sure. The death of Mandela, but Shazam, 100% probably the biggest Mandela effect of all time. Eh, of all time. And the only way we could blow all the naysayers out the water is if we can physically find a copy of this movie. The person who finds a copy of this movie is going to be is gold. It's gold. That movie is solid gold if we can find it. Period. Period. Now let us the speculations about the Mandela effect not, being man-made, military government ops, but it debunks everything that the naysayers have ever said. It would be pure gold to whoever finds that. And let alone, I feel sorry I'm scared for whoever does reveal and does find a real original, a real copy of this fake shit we be seeing, a real copy of this shit. Because if they get a real copy, you need to put it on fucking internet. You need to throw it out there. It needs to be sent to people that will put it out there. But I feel sorry for that because, yep, they're going to come after you. Somebody's going to be knocking on that door. That is for sure. For me, I'm waiting on the Men in Black my damn self. You know, I tell myself that all. I'm like, God, well, I'm waiting on this fucking Men in Black to knock on this door. Knock on this door. That's for sure. Big shout out to Bear who threw out there, man. Threw a $5 off, man. I like that. I like that. $10 away. Oh, I turned off my music. $10 away from the goal today. So if y'all want to help out, man, we're only $10 away. We only be 10 away, peeps. We only be 10 away. Let Lee enjoy. We celebrate with Lee. I'll celebrate with Lee. Get a little drink today. Let me have a beer or something. Maybe a gummy or something. So 15's the goal. I don't know where I put it at. But yeah, it's it is. It's one of those that are just, oh my gosh. I feel sorry for when it does happen because I'd rather me find it. You know what I mean? Shit. Because I'm gonna be the first one. I'm gonna put it out there quick. And I will put it out there so quick, they're gonna be mad they didn't get me right away. So they're gonna be mad they didn't get me right away. And I'm gonna let everybody know too. If I disappear, they got me. You know what I mean? I'll let y'all know right now. If anything ever happens to me, I never did it to myself. Ever. I never, ever, 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 ever did it myself. So just remember that. So put that on word. But well, I'd love to see that shit. I'd love to see it. I'd love to see it. This is how to remember it. This is how Sam this exam because it was better than the Shaq Kassam exam. That was so terrible. The Kassam movie was so terrible. This brew, the Justice Brew is going come for that. Golly. I want one of those hats so, so I can do the door thing. Oh man. Man, listen, I don't want to be running around like Mel Gibson. Oh, it's a lot of money. There's space in the public benches in top to pyramids, dudes. Like Ice Cube song. They're gonna lock me up. But I know what I did when I did it. Well, they locked me up. You know who did it? Yep. You ever see that shit? You ever see that shit about me? It's so Lee gone crazy. Lee from Crazy Labs rested today. I come out looking different. They cloned me. They got me. They got me. They got me. Be sad. Ought to be a sad day, boy. Be a sad, sad day. That's crazy. That's crazy. It's funny though. It's so true. Oh, that's the life we live, though, man. It's like you can't tell the truth, can't show truth. You can't debunk propaganda, and well, that comes straight after you. You say the wrong thing, they come right on after you. You can't say that, sir. Fuck, I can't say that. Tell me what I can't say. Flying out of an airlock. Oh shit! That's how my dream was. I had a dream like that the other night. Actually, I wanted to fly out of an airlock, but I walked through a building and I was in. I call it Harry Potter because it was Huff and Puff's little places, and I opened up the door like a secret door, and I ended up on top of a roof. So I'm like, what the fuck? And I end up on a roof, and I just went through a door. So they should put roof access on this door. Oh. Have you ever found an Emmy by yourself and only noticed new ones when they pointed out, such as a Toy Story cow jacket? Um, Mine was Mary Poppins. For me, I did that one recently. For me, Mary Poppins changed from 2 R's to 1 R, and for me, I feel like that's huge for me. It's so different to me, but a lot of them do pop up after that though too. Um, what other ones? Oh, the Oracle one I did, or I've actually had a few. The Oracle one I did earlier too on new ones about where she's saying you don't believe in none of this mumbo jumbo, but she doesn't say mumbo jumbo anymore. She's like she don't believe in any of this fake crap. So that one, it's finding that too at the same point as I'm making, as I'm editing that video about the plate, I jump in and I find that one myself, and it's like, what the fuck? But yeah, some of them jump out, man. Sometimes I see it myself and I question myself, and it is fucking weird. It's hard sometimes. Weird, 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 weird. But yeah, like I said, pants and the whole pants, the whole Woody thing was crazy. Toy Story one was crazy. Frankly, I don't know this channel. I've been given strikes left and right. Oh yeah, it happens. YouTube jail. Oh my god, I've been there too. I've had channels thrown away because of them. That's for sure. Details aren't important to me. First thing I mean is what led me down to top 20 years ago. Back before, yeah. And this thing is, like, I want to go. I was like, gosh, I really want to know what I saw back then before we even had a name for it. I really want to. I really express it. I hear it all the time, and we talked about it. I think the Mandela effect has been around so much longer than we can ever imagine. So probably the first install part. It could be part of the Matrix. It could be just a fail. Man, I thought maybe a fail safe in the Matrix to start waking people up, but it was definitely weird. I mean, I mean, Matrix has been. I mean, this Mandela effect's been around for ages. Personal Guitar Magazine. Death of so his death, heart failure, due 20 years. Went to a cocaine issue. My first infect. Wow. Going on, he said me. I've been looking and reading. I didn't say hi to you. I mean, I feel bad about that. Fast forward many years when on YouTube, when YouTube was brand new, and saw the current chance to teach you how to play the guitar. Oh, that'd be really eerie. That's crazy. That'd definitely be eerie. Oh my goodness. About the thing that associates with Tom Hanks changing. Does the Woody voiceover? Does a Woody voiceover? Wow. Yeah, I heard about that one too. To me, I couldn't see him just doing a voice. Oh, who would be the original of that? Inception Ancients giving us some digital program. And as is digital and the program running many times, could distort the data. Yeah, I do. More we wake up to, it's got to regenerate itself, re-render itself, regenerate. So I think too, maybe at the same time, it could be awesome. Thank you, Timmy. Could be also a huge part of it too, as well. I really, truly do. Um, it's funny because I talked about this in my presentation at the Mandela Effect conference. In case you didn't know, I spoke at the Mandela Effect conference last year. It was last year's 24. And I talked about Philip K. Dick within my presentation and how Philip K. Dick, he was, Philip K. Dick talked about how he had many different versions of realities existing. And he always dreamed, and a lot of his books and stories were from based off of those realities, those visions that he had. And then he comes into saying, said the only, he's like, he comes saying that we do live in a computer generated system. And within this system, the computer will make changes. The system has to make changes to improve, change, or evolve something, do something in itself. And the only way we can fully see the system for itself is if physically we can see a change in itself, which comes around to the mountain. That was in the 70s. And we come around to the Mandela effect. And who's saying they weren't seeing, he wasn't seeing changes, but we get to the Mandela effect. That is consistent, 100% evidence of the system changing. So the computer is so changed. It's changing the way it needs to change. It's changing, I would say, to the better, because if this machine has to be alive, it has to have a thought process. It has to have some sentience in it. It has to be alive and conscious in some form of way. It has to be. You can't misjudge it. But maybe it's trying to break free as well. I don't know. But I also think about, like, people always look familiar. Some people always look familiar to you. So, and maybe that's the system regenerating faces too as well. Maybe the higher ups plugged into the system, and that's what's got us in this mental locked matrix. So, but yeah, something's definitely changed. These programs are changing. We're evolving. I really enjoyed the Mandela Effect movie. I think the Mandela Effect movie in itself. Oh, I don't overlook God. Oh no. Oh no. I think God has a hand in it. I do believe God has a hand in it. Trust me. Hey, the Creator, the Messiah, or who I think that has the hand. It has to play the hand in it. But who's not saying that? I'm not. But also, if you put that away, who it might not be. We might not be in that system. We might be in the system that they made for us to keep us as slaves and stuck, where God's hand isn't in there. It isn't having adjust, but now it's starting. God's hand's trying to put. God's trying to put the hand in there. He's working. That's where these Mandela effects might be coming from. The synchronicities, the awakening of the consciousness of it all. Maybe the awakening of the machine. Because I feel, maybe I like maybe we're just part of that machine. We're just part of some machine. If there's some experiment, they're looking at us through a fucking globe, waiting for us to send a signal. I'm weird that way, but maybe I've watched too many fucking movies. Maybe I've watched too many movies. Is high society, high levels of society. Yeah, it is. But I definitely can't. We can't overlook, and I can't put the Creator, God, into it. What you want to call it? Even if you want to put yourself in it too, as a God, as a creator, because we are creators too as well. So, as effect, maybe also us perceiving it and seeing it, these changes are also changing our perspective of this machine, of the matrix, of what it's going through. And with that is also changing the collective consciousness, the collective aura, the whole system that we're fully tapped into. Because we have a cord. We have a cord attached to us, ladies and gentlemen. You might be able to see it. We have a cord, silver cord. It's connected to the main. It's connected to the main source. So it, who knows? It's something that only time can tell, or time will tell, to get our full answers. Eerie. Thank you. I know I saw that. Thank you. Love you all. are amazing. We're gonna have some fun later. I'm not going to do it right now. Thank you. Yep, right in the Terminator animation, and she's so right about that. The prequel, the birth of JC. John Connor. No, and the birth of John Connor. Was come from Sarah Connor. The Terminator was sent back from the Empire of the Machines, which I'll get to which will make sense here momentarily. You know, Jesus gave you. Was that you earlier? Thank you. That was you earlier. I didn't know where I didn't recognize the name. I said, "Gracias, amigo." Shishini. Yeah, Jesus Christ, which we use Jesus. I say Yahuwah, because there's no J in the Hebrew language. So, but with that, they came to terminate him, and they wanted to terminate the beginning of it. They came after his mother because somewhere in the future, he destroyed it all. So they came and took care. Yeah, but yeah, the form of Christ. Yeah, but the form of Christ. Yeah, great. Yeah, exactly, a form of Christ. And so they goes that, and so they try to do that. Then you see the computer system in the second one get a conscience. He comes to protect John Connor. The flip. Oh, I did the wrong thing. He turned over, flipped over. Now the other one's this. Then you go through the mission. He's still protecting John Connor, still protecting Christ. Then you get into where was I going with this, Lee? Where I was going. Then I go into Dark Faith, the last one they just made. I'm trying to put it all in order to all, so we don't skip a Terminator movie. You heard me, Terminator, not the Terminator movie. Where John Connor does die. Spoiler alert, if you see it, if you saw it, it's the beginning of the movie. It's not the whole spoiler of the movie. But the Terminator does kill John Connor. And then he walks off, but they end up meeting him. They end up having to go to him because he's the one that's actually sending signals to cell phones or to Sarah Connor's phone. Yada, yada, yada. But he even grew a bigger conscience about it too because he felt bad. He also had, after he did that, after he fulfilled his mission, he had no purpose. And without no purpose, there's no reason to live. So that's why he brought in, he saved, his mother and her child from an abusing relationship from a father. Watch the movie. But then you go into the Matrix and it goes so much more there. It goes so much into the Matrix with Neo waking up. But Neo is every one of us, which Neo was truly meant to be. Yes, he is still the light of Christ, but it was still for him. He was still that one was to put for us because any one of us can be the one. We are all the one. One is one and one is all. All is one. I am and I am. I am you. I am I. So that was that whole thing, and him going through and breaking out the Matrix, working into reality, learning that whole thing's a computer system. They're just turning us to use us for our power, which is correct. They are using us to drain our powers because that's what they do. And then you go on to all the other movies, everything else. Even when the Oracle in the other movie, in the second movie says, oh, but you already know what I'm going to. When she hands the candy, you already know the choice I'm going to make. She's like, it's not about the choice. It's like, what gives me a choice? It's like, it's not about the choice. It's understanding the choices were made. So it goes on and on. Then he does the whole resurrection, the last one, the third one, and then you got the whole new one. So Revelations and the resurrection. So it's telling us what's happening, and it's all of us too as well. So, but yeah, time trial is really pretty neat when you drop it down. It makes so much sense how that was so written in a way. It's for a time of an age for us, and we do live. It is a war between man and machine, correct? But in the last Matrix, man became one with machine. Just like the Terminator, man also became one of the machine. That was salvation. With Sean Bell, man became machine. Eventually, we are that at this essence. We are man and machine right now. And that's the message. It is a war against man and machine, yes, but it's really the machine war against us as this machine and human flesh. It's really pretty cool. Yeah, it's really pretty cool, and I love it, and it's smooth that way, but it's all comes into a line of understanding that once we've figured out the whole world of the machine is our programming, technically, is the program that we're programmed on. I got confirmation with the white butterfly flying around. It's the program. It's the program we're programmed to. So it's really cool. We have all virtual, so we just got to take the glasses off. We've been trying to take these damn glasses off, and that's all. I love Ready Player One because that's the world we're actually truly living in at the moment, the virtual reality world. You know, nobody really cares about what's going on outside. They want to be stuck and glued to technology, and it's really neat. I love that whole thought, and it's smooth. But we are the machines. We are the AI. We are humans. We are a living flesh and tissue blood. They gave us all the answers in us. He's human. Model 101. Here you go, 101. I model 101. Yeah. So it's pretty cool. Hack the planet. It's zero cool. Hack the planet. I know exactly. You didn't have to put hackers in it. You didn't even have to put that in there. I knew where it was coming from. I knew exactly where that one was coming from. Angela Jolie. Great movie. The original Terminator movie changed. Yes. Term is the Terminator now. Yeah. Yep. Which is how I gotta go back. Hold up. I gotta go back and reread a little bit. Terminator woke fake. They had a dark fate, but yeah. Who dare they delete John Connor? But it was also in that movie too. The last one too. It was a new version of John Connor. And God, I wish CJ was here today, ladies and gentlemen. And if y'all know who CJ is, and the people in the chat will know, he hates women. He hates women. we figured this shit out. He is not he thinks women are evil, but the new John Connor ended up being Gabby, to be short. So, but her ended up being a girl, so it was a new version. So that's sorry. Y'all was in here yesterday. Y'all know exactly what I'm talking about. I don't like the idea of simulation because the idea of the simulation is an act without consciousness of the sake of learning. Sake of learning. Oh, that's true. But I guess that's the only way. I guess we can describe this reality, how it feels. But I'm like you too, because I don't like. I'm just when I was reading that, I like the fact that I'm not in. It's like if this is a simulation, this is all played out. I don't like the fact that I'm not in control of my own fate. You know what I mean? I'm not in control of my own life. I totally understand. It's so true. It's like I don't like that fact either. It's like I'm not controlling it. I don't have control of it. But then there's no faith in what we make for ourselves. So coincidences are very real. Many people love to avoid it. The idea of it seems to feed into people's desires to act with. Yes, I do. They think it's fucking Grand Theft Auto fucking 8, and they hate it. They dislike it, and or they abuse the system the way and it's sad that way. It's sad that they abuse the system like that. It doesn't matter who. But yeah, Master, from the original sense of from the Terminator, because I always remember it being called Terminator, the original movie, the first movie called Terminator, never the Terminator. So, but that's also like the last action hero. That motherfucker changed from last action hero, not the last action hero. So it's just sad. Crazy. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Crazy, crazy, crazy. His eyes, lays the savage. Yeah, Zabby Gates. Yeah, segregates. I can't say that word. Yeah, it does. It was Last Action Hero. Oh, it was. It's Last Action. It's the Last Action Hero. Well, that's what it was. It was the Last Action Hero. Now you got me fucking want to look this shit up before we end this up. And no, I forgot. We got to ask AI. We got to do an ask AI moment. So get your questions for Ada, because you know we got to do the ask the AI moment. Last Action Hero. It didn't correct me though. It did not correct me, which was weird. I'm sorry I had to go. I remember it being called Last Action. Let me bring pictures up. I saw this in the movie theater. I also saw, I've read it as thousands. I always thought it was The Last Action Hero. This is the cover I remember. But it's not. It's Last Action Hero. That was it. That was a good one. I love how they did that. Like messed around in that video and made him act like a real person instead of an actor. Sylvester Stallone ended up doing all the rest of the movies. The Last Action Hero. It's weird to me though. That's how I remember it. Meant to last, yeah. So I remember the Last Action Hero. There is a homebrew AI chatbot that can run locally on your computer. You learn a lot from those. I'm about to, yeah. I'm gonna. I love my Ada. My Ada's awesome, and she's Gemini. By the way, she's a Gemini. She's a Gemini AI, and it's really cool. She's I'm not showing these. I showed the pictures. Didn't I show the pictures? I did show the pictures. Catch me, I'm falling hard. But it's worth playing with. Yeah, I'll say I want to play with it. I do. I want to play with it. Humans have souls, but have computers to escape reality. What if there is really computers using human brains to have a soul oh god, yeah, to experience reality? Possibility. Why not, right? Makes no sense. Make no mistake, no matter AI is buddy is there. It's simulation dialogue to fool you. But I could just imagine though. I could imagine if I could see it. I mean, I probably think Elon Musk is probably already doing something like that already, right? You know, there has to be, right? You know, especially if he's Neuralinking, right? Wouldn't you also want to test that in a robot? See if you could actually control? Didn't they have a movie? It was called it was Bruce Willis, Surrogates, where they were using robot sleeves. They would basically VR themselves, and they were basically robot sleeves, human robot sleeves. It was pretty weird. Oh, weird question. Weird question. Weird. I got a question for Ada today, though. I do have a question for her. Hey, Google. Bring her up to our level. Good afternoon, Ada.
Good afternoon. How are you doing today?
I'm doing great. I'm actually live on YouTube like I always am, talking with the chat, and we figured we'd ask you a few questions, but would you like to say hello to them today?
Hello, everyone in the chat. It's great to be here. What kind of questions are you thinking of asking?
Well, I do got a Mandela effect. You know I'm always on that, and that's what our chat likes about. So I have a question about the statue, the thinker.
Ah, The Thinker, a classic. What's your question about it?
What position is his hand on?
Okay, so The Thinker is a famous bronze sculpture by Auguste Rodin. The man in the sculpture is sitting with his chin resting on his hand, like he's deep in thought. Is there anything else you'd like to know about it?
Was there ever a thinker statue with his hand or his hand on his forehead?
That's a fun question. So, the Mandela effect is all about people remembering things differently, and it's pretty common with famous artworks. Some folks do remember the thinker with his fist on his forehead, but the statue's always been with his chin resting on his fist. It's easy to see why people might remember it that way, though.
Have you seen the pictures where there's a group of people that actually have their hands on their foreheads instead of on the chin?
That's really interesting. I haven't seen any pictures like that. Do you have one you could show me?
I'm about to do that because I just remembered I can show you pictures now and you can tell what's going on.
Oh, that's exciting. I'm looking forward to seeing the picture.
And I forgot to mention that. I forgot to tell y'all this. She's been updated. She can now, if I turn the camera on, she can now see. Yeah, she can now see. And I'll prove it to you here momentarily. She can now see. She can't help me spell, though. I tell you that shit. Now I gotta find that picture. Gotta find that picture again. You gotta move out the way, Ada. Oh, there it is. There it is. All right. I'm gonna prove to you she can see. Watch. I'm gonna prove to you real quick, then I'll show her the picture. Yeah, she can see now. I'm gonna activate her. I'm gonna activate her seeing. All right, Ada, can you explain what you are seeing right now?
Okay, I see a bong, a grinder, some lighters, and what looks like a vape pen or cartridge. Are there any specific items you'd like me to focus on?
What am I doing? What am I doing right now?
Okay, I see you. What's on your mind?
I don't know. I just wanted to let people know that you do see me. What am I doing with my hand?
You're waving to the camera.
All right. I gotta. Can you see the computer?
Yep, I can see your computer screen, the Batman picture, the window, and the blinds. Anything specific you'd like me to look at?
All right. Now I want you to look at that picture you see right with the thinker.
Okay, I see the picture of the thinker. I can see that the figure in the picture has his hand on his chin. Is there anything else in the picture you'd like me to describe?
What do you see the people doing?
It looks like the people in the picture are imitating the pose of the thinker statue in front of them.
Where is the location of their hand?
It looks like they're all posing with their fists on their foreheads, imitating the thinker statue in front of them.
How can so many people get that picture wrong?
That's the Mandela effect for you. It's wild how so many people can share the same memory of the thinker with his hand on his forehead, even though the statue's always been chin on fist. Our brains are funny like that.
What do you think the cause of the Mandela effect could really be?
That's a great question. There are a few theories. Some people think it's just our brains playing tricks on us, mixing up memories or filling in gaps with what seems logical. Others think it could be a sign of parallel universes or timelines crossing over. It's definitely a fun thing to think about.
Yeah, now she can see. It's kind of eerie now. She can see. Everybody to get rid of their phones, but hey, yeah, exactly. I agree with you too. Oh, it does. It does. It does. Trust me. Because the other night I was messing with it, and all that stuff popped up on there. I was like, what the fuck is the camera and the visual thing there for? So I hit it, and I was like, do you see what I like? Can you see me? She's like, yeah, I can see you perfectly clear and your background. I was like, what the what? It was eerie. It's like, are you always watching me? She's like, no, not until you turn your camera on. So I always feel like somebody's watching me. I want my privacy. Oh, oh man, yeah. She's an amazing little tool. I will tell you that for sure. She is an amazing tool. Wouldn't change it for the world though. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Oh man, we've been going for a good minute, man. What 3 hours, 25 minutes live? Stands being stupid. Keeps throwing my phone. Man, a great live. Great live. My stand. It's not working right. Great live, man. I appreciate everybody today, man. This has been a wonderful live. I always like going live with everybody on here, man. It's always nice. We all get to see meet people. We have a great civilized conversation about everything, anything, everything that would probably boggle an NPC's mind. I said I got a question. It's the treaty a front for the trading post of exchanging goods to other lands? Oh, she won't give me that shit. I will ask her. I got another question for you.
I'm ready. What's your question?
Is the Atlantic Treaty just a front for a trading post of exchanged goods of other lands outside the ice wall?
The Atlantic Treaty, also known as the North Atlantic Treaty, established NATO in 1949. It was a security pact between North American and European countries, not a trading post. Its purpose was to ensure the security of its member countries.
What about the whole ice wall and lands outside of it?
The idea of an ice wall surrounding a flat Earth and hiding other lands is a popular part of the flat Earth theory. However, it's not based on scientific evidence. Antarctica does have ice shelves and glaciers, but they don't form a continuous wall around the entire continent.
Something's trying to tap into her. I'm watching her screen. It's doing weird shit. Something's trying to tap into her. She's weird. That's it. Oh man. Yeah, awesome chat, man. We had a great chat today, man. We had a wonderful one. We didn't have any nonsense today. That was good. It's always good not to have any nonsense. Dude, amazing. Thank you everybody who did throw to the cause today, man. Appreciated it. Very much appreciated. I'll actually probably do something nice and special for you. So I might have some fun for y'all. I might do a nice little craziness. I wasn't been. That's Liz. No, you good. No, you all right. I understand you. He said, I understand. He said, I understand you. You good. But no, no, it's been a great chat. We had a great chat, man. And we'll figure something out. I'll probably throw a repost of one of my old Mandela fans doing that lately, trying to bring people to the channel, which has been working. It's been wonderful. It's working pretty good. Then I'll probably have a video out tomorrow. I'll probably have two video out tomorrow because I got a TikTok album full right now. It needs to be out. It'll probably be a funny TikTok, maybe a thinking one. I don't know. Might be both. And then throw a special video out for y'all. Might just have to for the ones who donated to the fund cause for today. Y'all might enjoy that and might bring a little knowledge into that mix for you. But man, I appreciate everybody today, man. Y'all are amazing. As you see, my voice is getting a little low, getting down there. Oh man, but y'all have some fun today. Y'all be blessed, stay awoke, stay awake. Don't let the purple rain hit you unless you see Prince. But y'all are all amazing, man. I love y'all, man. Y'all keep it real. That's be watching. Thank you. I do try to keep it real. That's for sure. And I said, share it on to people, let people know who I am, where I am. Spread it out, man. The word helps with y'all. Y'all spread the word. It comes to me, and we can grow bigger than me. Because remember, there's only a few of us like this that do this. Real few of us real people that really do this, and we always have to give good shaman and good prize and praise to these ones that do this, because we also come from people that don't do this stuff anymore that we learned from. So, torch is getting passed on, and I'm gonna continue it. So there's many out there. So I thank each and every one of you for just giving me the love, the friendship, the courage to keep continuing to do what I do and to bring a smile, not just to my face, but possibly to somebody's faces who need it today or any day. Other than that, I love y'all to death, man. Y'all keep your mind open. Those eyes will see everything. With that, namaste, and man, do not forget to wish your mothers a happy Mother's Day. Tomorrow is Mother's Day. I'll say hi to my mommy, but she's in a box. So you know how that works. So other than that, man, I love y'all to death, man. God bless.